here's my long-term prediction. All right, right now it's a big mess. All right, but we have the basics. Basics in summary. You have a $20.5 million cap, which can be augmented by no clearinghouse, booster money, third-party affiliate money, mainly nil clearinghouse booster money. Okay, which is kind of all in the same. I kind of lump them all together, but let's just separate them because that's what the terms say. So you have that. 20.5 million augmented by nil clearinghouse booster money. You also have a software, no go, that the money has to go, all deals have to go through when submitted by an athlete. So agent negotiates deal for athlete, nil agent negotiates deal, goes to the Power 4 schools and says, here's my deal. The College Sports Commission takes the deal, submits it into the no-go software, which they own. That looks at the deal and says, it's either pay for play or not pay for play. The software cannot levy any penalties against the athletes, all right, for a deal. It can just flag a deal. So if it flags a deal, then they just basically can go back and say, rework the deal. And now I know that a lot of the teams don't like to pay these athletes a lot of money. They're tired of that. So they actually may police themselves. We can only hope. They may say, look, we want to cap it at X. But what's going to happen is they're going to get sued. Under the Sherman Antitrust Act, they're going to get sued. And they say that's not fair market value because the software to determine based off of social media presence, other factors, influence, and then on-field play and value to the team, that'll determine the value of the athlete based off of fair market value. In which case, the lawyers, the nil attorney for the athlete will sue and say, wrong, I don't agree. It's supposed to go to a mediator to renegotiate that. But let's be real, there's going to be a lawsuit. That's what's going to happen. They're going to sue and they're going to want more, and it's going to get out of control. I think what's going to end up happening with this is your Power 4 schools, because there's the NCAA rules, and then there's the Power 4 schools rules. Okay, almost all of these deals, all these terms in the settlement apply to the Power 4 conferences, right? Again, Power 4, ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12. What's going to happen is, I think that the Power 4 schools in the future, maybe 10 years, maybe less than that, they're going to break off. It's going to be a separate entity. It's going to evolve into a separate entity. It may as well be now, if it doesn't have to abide by the NCAA rules, it's going to become a separate entity, and it's going to set up its own structure as a semi-pro league. And really, that's what they should do. If we're already here and we're going in that direction, the NCAA should say, look, mid-majors and down, Division 2s, Division 3s, that's NCAA. We have that championship, the FCS championship, or your mid-majors, kind of a different championship. Division 1s get rolled into one thing, maybe. All your Power 4s are separate. Or you can have a Division 1 and an FCS championship and a 2 and a 3, and then your Power 4s, they are indirectly affiliated with the NCAA, but they're actually their own organization that competes for the TV money, the revenue, the exposure, and then you have a whole different structure. They can manage themselves and buy. And this maybe I like to give him credit for maybe he's smarter than I'm thinking. But Baker saying, yeah, you can. They're not held accountable. What was his term? The power conferences. What was it? NCAA will not be in charge of enforcing the rules of the Power 4 conferences. So if the NCAA is already not in charge of enforcing the rules, then the Power 4 conferences are their own league, their own organization. So they shouldn't even fall under NCAA. And to be honest, if that's the case, then your athletes should pay, these guys who are making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in nil money, if they're getting $20.5 million that they can dole out to these athletes, guess what? They should pay for their tuition.